success for their unit in this first game.
The early game here is very important here for FPX because eventually Xiaoshu is going to be a problem in this game. He will be a Scion versus an Akali, a Jhin, a Rumble. There is no fun free for FaZe and Zhuo to make sure that they can put damage down. And it is going to be that poke variant to the Varus.
And Zhuo getting targeted to start off his JDG career, chunked down to 100 HP with how JDG do want to operate here. A little bit of trading here in the mid lane. Scout getting clocked on that electrocute as Care finds a nice little chunk of damage. And now towards the bot lane we go. FaZe getting targeted immediately by a nice flash engage by Jway. And Milky Way dashes the flag. Thought that maybe they would have a decent time going up against a 2v2 that is playing together for the first time in official match play. Jway also teleporting in with that Summoner Spellbook. Not at level 6 just yet though, and that could be crucial as we get the grub started up by both of these teams. Jway using the Hex Flash, not finding an engage just yet. First grub secured by Milky Way, but now Carrot to flash away. Unstoppable Onslaught into the pit. And it now means that JDG control the area. Decimating Smash lands just onto the Jarvan, but now he's looking to go in, find a Cataclysm onto somebody, but he's not going to be able to use it. FaZe will take him down, using that Chain of Corruption to make sure that ulti could not be used. And now Jachi looking for as much as he can with the curtain call, but overall it with Shun heading back to base.
Xiaoshu also putting himself on the top side of the map with these two grubs, going to get himself a plate. He is only 2 CS behind. FPX are in a massive advantage state here.
And Jway has his flash, has the Magnet Storm, looking for something, but Care gets caught out on the flank. Chain of Corruption comes down, and the Akali, it might just fall before she can even do any damage. Xiaoshu picks him up with the choo-choo train, and now Scout coming in with the Weaver's Wall, forcing Sheer to flash on out. A crucial mistake by the FPX mid laner will give JD Gaming the opportunity to secure the Herald.
Finally, a spot for them to finish this objective. At 17.5 minutes. This is exactly the kind of early game that they needed. Yes, there's been some hiccups here. Sheer should be able to live. Equalizer comes down. That's the wave gone. And this is good. This is still great here for FPX.
And so maybe, just maybe, Care dying was not in vain, as it will be soul point
As important right now, I think what you're looking for is to break open mid and make it difficult for FPX to more meaningfully walk around the map.
Ooh, Zhuo going for the quickness, finding 2 members with the charm and forcing Jachi to flash away, but now Jway's gonna get caught out as well, and the Chain of Corruption comes through from FaZe, and he'll snipe him down with the Empowered Arrow, making it 3 for 1. That's Feats of Warfare going over to a JD Gaming and giving themselves the Feats of Strength.
Yeah, but like, why are we teleporting? I know I'm like nitpicking now for JDG, but that teleport from Xiaoshu feels very over-complicated. We did not need to be using these summoner spells. You've given Akali a lane now. She's not going to be able to take the turret thanks to Scout arriving, but Care is going to walk and see if they can flank onto FaZe through mid lane. Let's see if they can make this engagement. FaZe still has flash.
Milky Way looking for something. The Deadly Flourish lands on to Shun, but now the Unstoppable Onslaught comes through. Milky Way once again going to die without issuing that Cataclysm. And a crucial death onto the FPX jungler will give JDG free reign to start up the Otacon once again.
But FPX, they can stall this out, and remember, a minute before the Soul, even if JDG get the Otacon, if this takes too long or they get reset on it, that could be very dangerous and a massive problem for JDG to deal with. But instead, FPX, I don't know why they're not just pushing forward. It's going to take them a long time. They barely get any damage on a mid lane turret.
Yes, it's very difficult to do anything given what Xiaoshu and FaZe
even nearby, and you would have gotten a curtain call, yes, but guess what? Zhuo was in the area. He would have been able to block at least some of them with the quickness. So I think a lot of mistakes coming on through. It's Zhuo finding Milky Way and Jway, and now Dragon spawns in 10. Care needs to get a teleport in, and this needs to be the fight for FPX that breaks the game for them.
Yeah, because the scaling from JDG really starting to come online as we see Xiaoshu approaching 1,000 Soul Furnace stacks, already at 2 completed items, and not going to get any weaker as this game progresses. Care will get that tier 1 turret, and maybe FPX will feel comfortable giving up this Dragon if it means finding some of their standing gold, but I feel like at this point they want the 5v5.
JDG already got their kills, they already got their turrets.
Disruption lands on Najue, but it's going to cost Zhuo a lot of HP, maybe even his life as Sheer flashes forward. The Dragon gets secure, but it's a 1-for-1. Support for Jungler in favor of JDG for now. Fully charged Q into the hands of JDG. And the Equalizer does a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. A double kill picked up here for Xiaoshu, and FPX just dropped like flies as JD Gaming pick up 4 kills for the price of 1, and might be a 5th as Jachi gets a huge seismic shove caught on top of him. Shun dashing forward and making it all 5.
There we go, a full-on ace, the Dragon to stop it, and they get the...
It seems like another situation where FPX is not fully on the same page. Nobody knows when exactly the right point is to go in.
Joel, what are we doing?
Milky Way has used his ult once until I say that and tries to find something onto Zhuo. But it's not going to find anything else as he's able to dash away. Care actually nearly getting assassinated here. This just takes a lot of damage on the... I mean, if you don't end it here, like off of this push, you can always turn back to the Baron, which is just spawn. And at this point, it should be pretty easy for JDG to start up on their own. Remember,
by that point, the game's already over.
Yeah, I mean, staring at a 6,000 gold deficit, FPX just have to try to make a play happen right now. They'll try to do so again onto the new support of JDG, but he just takes up so much damage, and eventually will just force Dway to go down here thanks to the piercing arrow. Now Xiaoshu can teleport in, utilize that unstoppable onslaught, and on the backside of things, not even Milky Way can do anything about it. Finally, the curtain call will help FaZe go down, but it'll cost FPX 3 members as JDG get all of the gold that they want and can start up this Baron.
They needed to have much better coordination here. If Jachi steals this with a deadly flourish, then hooray, you stalled the game for 3 minutes. And it's not even gonna... 2.5 minutes? He will have Infinity Edge. And we'll be very happy. Then we can start rejoicing. Even though I think the game is already kind of doomed at this point, with JDG not picking up their second Dragon of the game, and they still have Baron in front of the minute and a half. Maybe they find a pick here. I don't know. They're going to have to make a pretty disgusting base defense if they want any chance here.
Have to try to find something. Milky Way looking for the flag and drag, realizing, hey, Xiaoshu maybe not the target that I'm looking for at this point. The poke damage not doing anything, and now it's actually just going to be Sheer getting targeted instead. Flashes over the Weaver's wall, will be able to live while being overheated. But now FPX have to take a couple of resets, and that allows more time for JDG to break over the base.
Good luck trying to clear any of these waves. You're going to have a Talia, and you're going to have a Varus just aiming for you, gunning to try to take you down here. FPX lose their bottom lane inhibitor. No mid-wave to push on yet.
Oh. Milky Way gets taken down again. Flash Smite, Cataclysm, everything available for him. But just the sure amount of crowd control on JDG is enough to take him down. Joy's the next target. Already a 2-for-0 in the base of FPX. And it should be more very, very soon. Care goes down. FaZe gets himself kill number 6. And Sheer will hand him over a double kill to wrap up this game number 1. An absolute clinic from JDG in their new debut with their new roster, as FPX never stood a chance as JDG go up on the series 1-0.
This is what we saw from them in game number 1 of the last time FPX versus JDG occurred here in Split.